I'm back with another Bigme device. I haven't done one of these in a while. I really like them. I've actually had this one for several months. I just kind of forgot about it. I used it for a while, then set it aside. I got busy with the move and everything, and I'm still unpacking. It's been like 4 or 5 months now, and I found this and I was like, oh yeah, I really liked that thing. So this is designed to compete with models like the Nook Glow Light 2E, the Kobo Nia, and the base model Kindles. Here's the device itself. You know, it's pretty small and I like it. I can hold it really nice in one hand. I wish the back wasn't as slippery as it is. Maybe you can get a case for it or something. But it does kind of, if I'm trying to manipulate it with one hand, you know, it's not too bad, but it is a little slick on the back. This is a 6-inch e-ink Carta HD screen. It's 1024 by 758 resolution. It's 212 ppi. You know, pretty comparable with all the other brands. It is 36 LEDs with both a warm and cool lighting, so you can have adjustable, you know, viewing comfort, whatever you prefer. The front light, you know, does allow reading in dark rooms without a glare, which is really nice. It's got a little home button right there. It's got your power button on the top, your USB-C's on the bottom. Yeah, it's got a nice little speaker. You can play music on it, but I don't use them for that. This has a quad-core 1.8 gigahertz processor, has a gig of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage, and then it does have a micro SD slot right there in the center, so you could add even more. I think it'll support up to a terabyte. You can transfer USB via the USB-C. I'll show you the apps and stuff on it. It's got like Kobo and Kindle and all that stuff, but what I do is I just use Calibre on the computer and then I transfer my library over. It does have Bluetooth 5.0, so you can, you know, have wireless headphones or whatever if you do want to listen to some music and also have your books and not annoy people around you and all that. It has a microphone that's for stuff like TeamSpeak, Discord. They have like an AI thing on there. It'll do text files, EPUB, PDF, FB2, ZIP, PRC, MOBI, RTF, OEB, MP3, and a bunch of other formats. So it's pretty nice. And it's, like I said, with Calibre, this is really nice for people that want to load their own stuff. It runs Android 8.1. Yeah, that's really old, but it's an e-reader, right? It does have Google Play. There's going to be a limited amount of stuff what you can actually put on here and it run well, just because how old the Android is, how limited the processor and stuff is. It's an e-reader, but some apps will probably work fine. It is a 1300 milliamp hour battery, which is plenty good for reading. It's 122 by 90 by 5 millimeters. Like, again, this thing is tiny. Like, I can just hold it. You know, here's a jar of pickles, and it's just about the same height. So if you wanted something cheaper than a Paperwhite with more flexibility so you're not locked into Amazon's ecosystem, this is a really great option. All these Bigmes that I've used have been interesting in their own regard. And for their price point and their intended purpose, they've always been nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Just unlock it up here. There you go. I've got the light on. I'm going to turn the light off so we can see a little bit better. So there you can see it with the light. This is the setting that I like to have it on. You know, you've got all your normal setting stuff here. You have their little AI thing. Will my job be replaced by you? There we go. The LLM has come back. I understand your concerns about job security, yada, yada, yada. So we'll come over here to our books. And like it has the user manual. It came with a couple of books, but I put some of my own on here so I could test it out well. Now I have the Modern Navajo Kitchen cookbook on here because I kind of wanted to see how it handled images and stuff. There we go. By Alana Yazi. See, it does all right. I mean, it's ink. It's 212 ppi. Now it is struggling with that one quite a little because it's really graphic intense. So we'll just open a textbook here. So let's open Alan Quartermain here. And as you can see, oh, I keep hitting back. Let's just open Age of Deception. There we go. We tap, not swipe. Okay. And then obviously I have the text really large. You can make it different sizes and just like a normal e-reader. Then you can come in here and like they had some news apps installed. For reading, they had all these options ready. You just had to download them, like Kobo, Libby, Google Books, Comico, Libby, Scribd. It does have a voice recorder. Allow. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I am recording on this Bigme. Testing. So we'll play this back and then we'll go ahead and kill the light and show you what that looks like. Testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I am recording on this Bigme. Testing, testing, testing. So pretty decent audio quality if you wanted to take some quick voice memos or something. And let me see if I remember how to do the light. Okay, that's color temperature, so you can see the color temperature there. I prefer the bright white myself. There we go. So there it is without the light, and you can take the light all the way up too. But I had it about here, I think somewhere. And then it does, have the ability for like Spotify, weather, Dropbox. They've got the option to have Grubhub on here, OneNote, just all kinds of stuff. Again, this is a little slow because it's primarily an e-reader. So, temper your expectations with apps. Go and study. I want to see what's in study. So in study you have Trello, Telegram, WhatsApp, X, Facebook. Again, these aren't pre-downloaded, so you can download them yourself, but it's just like kind of suggestions. And then you have the floating ball here, which gives you, all the stuff like on all the normal Bigmes. Overall, this is a nice e-reader. I wouldn't expect to do much else with it, but maybe some voice memos and stuff. Maybe listen to some music. I don't really listen to music these days. I just don't have time if I'm not listening to a podcast or a book that I'm busy doing something. So yeah, pretty cool.